I run a marketing agency, and over the past year, I've been testing something. I typed company names into ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, asking who's the best at X, Y, or Z, which is the product or service I was looking for. Companies with great websites and strong Google rankings just did not show up consistently. Be found or you don't exist. That's just not my positioning. That's what data showed me. Hi, I'm Pahuna. I run Lagrafia, a digital marketing agency. My work sits at the intersection of AI, marketing, and psychology. And on this channel, I share what I'm learning as search technology and buyer behavior rapidly evolve. What I'm going to walk you through today is the shift from traditional SEO to what's now being called answer engine optimization or AI SEO, and a framework I've been developing from auditing my own website for AI search visibility. Because here is what I found. Most agencies jump straight to optimization. Keywords, content, backlinks. But they skip the one thing that determines whether any of that work actually pays off, which is the technical foundation. For more than 20 years, SEO meant optimizing for Google search results. The goal was simple: appear in the top 10 links. And that still matters. Traditional SEO is still foundational. It gets your website crawled, indexed, and understood. But AI search works a little differently. AI has evolved the scope of digital marketing beyond just traditional SEO. Instead of showing users a list of websites, systems like ChatGPT and Perplexity synthesize information from across the web and generate answers. You ask a question, you get a curated response, maybe 2 or 3 names with reasons why. These are often called brand mentions or citations. This shift is already influencing how people research businesses. Tech company Gartner found that 45% of B2B buyers reported using AI during a recent purchase process, not just as a novelty or to have fun with the system, but as a part of how they evaluate who to work with. So the question is no longer just, do I rank on Google? It's also, when someone asks an AI system for the best company in your category, does your brand appear in that answer? Or are you invisible? And that question led me to audit my own website, which I had recently built. What I found surprised me, and it had nothing to do with content. When I audited lagrafia.com for AI search visibility, I expected to find content and technical gaps, places where I could write better answers, improve structure, add schema markup. Instead, I found something more basic. My server's upstream security layer was blocking AI search crawlers from accessing my website entirely. Not the training bots, the actual retrieval bots, the ones that power ChatGPT search results and Perplexity citations. I had built content, structured data, added robot.txt, and even llm.txt file for AI models parsing, turned on settings server side to allow AI bots, etc. And none of it mattered, because AI systems could not even reach my site to read it. That's when I realized most agencies would have skipped this entirely. They would have gone straight to content strategy, keyword optimization, publishing schedules, listings, etc. Meanwhile, the front door is locked and nobody checked. Fixing the crawler issue was step 1. But once I could see that AI systems were accessing my content, the next question was, what are they actually finding? And that's where the real framework came together. Through that audit and testing, I developed what I call the AMP framework. AMP stands for AI, Marketing, and Psychology. Here is a core idea. The companies that consistently show up in AI-generated answers aren't just doing one thing well. They're combining 3 layers: the technical visibility for the machine, which basically means can AI actually access, crawl, and understand your website; the strategic content for discovery. This includes business listings, third-party sources, citations, and most importantly, your website content. Is your website content structured to answer the questions buyers are asking AI systems? And third is the psychological credibility. And this is for the human layer, for us humans. When your brand appears in AI answers, does it immediately communicate trust? If one of these pieces is missing, the system kind of breaks. You can have the best content in your industry, but if AI crawlers can't reach it, you're invisible. You can be technically perfect, but if your content doesn't answer the right questions, AI has nothing to cite. And you can show up in every AI answer, but if the human reading it doesn't trust what they see, they scroll past. All 3 have to work together. Now, let's talk a little bit more about AI visibility, the technical foundation. And this is where I saw the biggest gaps. AI systems rely on structured signals to understand what your website represents. That means the semantic structure, content chunking, and structured data that clearly defines your business, your expertise, your services. Think of it as a blueprint. Without it, AI systems have to guess who you are, and they are not good at it. Robot.txt configuration, specifically allowing AI search crawlers to access your site. Server and security layer access, and this is the one that caught me. If your website sits behind upstream security layer of your server, their bot protection system may be blocking AI crawlers by default. Additionally, if you have not opted in to allow AI bots to access your site on your server, you may be invisible to AI. For example, Cloudflare actually began blocking AI crawlers by default in 2025. That means if you haven't explicitly opted in, your website may be invisible to AI search. This is a foundation I check before I am touching any single piece of content, because if this layer is broken, nothing else will really matter. If this is resonating, if you're realizing you haven't checked your own technical foundation, subscribe. I'm breaking this down one layer at a time, and in my next videos, you will learn more about content strategy and the psychological side of buyer behaviors. Now let's talk about the second piece of the AMP structure, which is marketing architecture. Traditional SEO was built around keywords. You would search what people search, build pages around those terms, and try to rank for them. AI search is conversational. People aren't typing keywords, they're asking full questions. Like, how do I rank in AI search? What is answer engine optimization? Who are the best firms for this type of work? This means your content needs to directly answer the questions buyers are asking AI systems. Not just target keywords, actually answer the question clearly in a way that AI can extract and cite. This approach is called answer engine optimization, or AI SEO, at a broader level. And the difference between AEO and traditional SEO isn't that one replaces the other. It's that AEO adds a layer. You still need strong SEO fundamentals, but you also need content structured specifically for AI citations. In my upcoming videos, I will go deeper into these layers. Now let's talk about the third part of the AMP framework, which is psychology. This is the one I feel most marketers kind of overlook. Even when an AI system mentions your brand, a human still reads the answer. And humans make decisions based on psychology, not structure. 4 things matter here. Authority. Does your brand immediately read as an expert? Clarity. Is the value you offer obvious in 2 seconds? Confidence. Does everything about your presence feel intentional and consistent? 4th, contrast. Do you stand out from the other names in the answer or blend in? The goal isn't just to appear in an AI answer, it's to appear in a way that immediately communicates credibility and trust. Because the human still has to click. They still have to choose you. Psychology becomes part of your marketing architecture. It's not a separate effort. It's built into how you present everything and how you connect with your target audiences. Search hasn't died, it has evolved. If you only focus on traditional SEO, you will miss how discovery is changing. If you only focus on AI tools, you will miss what people actually trust and buy. The businesses that win in this environment combine AI visibility, marketing strategy, and human psychology. And that order also matters. Technical foundation first, content strategy second, psychology third. But I have seen what happens when you skip the foundation. You spend months creating great content and the AI systems literally cannot access. I'm practicing this, I'm testing it on my own website, and I have made mistakes along the way. And everything I share on this channel comes from that process. If you're a B2B founder, a consultant, or a growth-focused leader, this channel is for you. I share weekly insights on AI search visibility, marketing strategy, and brand psychology. In my next video, I am going to go deep on the first technical mistake I found, the one where my own website security layer was blocking AI search crawlers without me even knowing. I'll show you exactly how to check if this is happening to you and what to do about it. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you want to learn more, visit lagrafia.com and join me in the process. Because in the new economy, be found or you don't exist.